And the Oculus, the Scriptorum. Office of the Chief Librarian.
We should never have accepted your backwards kind among the Circle.
The masked man, Darien by his accent, enshrouded in rope and cowl, stands with a hand outstretched towards the woman.
You cannot kill me. There are rules.
Blood oozes from a gash across her forehead. I think he's about to prove you wrong about your decision that he can't kill you.
It's Maura. But who is that she's speaking with?
I doubt the capacity of a wizard without a grimoire to enforce rules.
The Circle would crash upon you like the breaking wrath of Ungati herself.
Watch quietly
The
for now.
forces at work here are older than the Circle. Not to mention that the Circle seems to have forgotten me here. Forgotten even who I am.
You think they won't find out? That they won't come for you? They're the most powerful individuals in Eora.
How do you think they'll fare against the Titan of WoW? Let them come.
Well, that ended well. Nora's Chatkov smokes silently on the teleport. Let's just narrow your eyes. Crossword. Head high. The rock figure turns on you. Looks almost regal.
The late arrivals, then. Allies of Maura, I presume. Tools of the Circle.
Be on your guard. This man is a wizard.
Name yourself, then. Out with it now.
Well, I'm the Watcher of Cat Nua.
Do you think me a fool? Mayor Warrant is the Watcher of Cat Nua. For whatever good that ruined hovel has done him.
You know, he died years ago. I claimed his keep.
I fixed it up real nice, too. I'd say it's much to look at now, though.
Ah, fair point, yeah.
Years? Years, then.
He gingerly runs a gloved finger along his mask.
Maura spoke true after all. Little matter. Allow me an idle moment's curiosity. Have you heard of the Archmage Fion Ledge?
There's not been an Archmage by that name in the recorded history of the Circle.
That cannot be. Years or no, the Hand could not have expunged so much so quickly.
I studied the history of the Circle extensively during my time at Bracken Hill, and your name never came up.
Then the effect is not localized. Neither limited to mine own mind, nor to Maura's, unless, perhaps, could the Hand occult have developed some manner of contagion?
Probably. I have a bit of a tingle in my throat myself.
My apologies. It's all rather disorienting. So let's not leave you to complicate matters further. Oh, fuck me, Cap. Incoming. Farewell, Watcher of Cat Nua.
So many people have wished me farewell and hope to never see me again. Rarely does it work that well, though. That looks freaking cool, though. Let's try to the power conduit. Yeah, let's destroy that. It seems important. Do it fast, please. I think that should help with that blazing beam of coracle that can probably land upon me. I don't deal with it. Okay, so far I think we are pretty well hooked. So not actually stand in that, it seems like a dangerous idea. It's doing it again, but that doesn't really matter. None of us is just standing in it. Also doesn't seem to, you know, work against those constructs, which is rather nice. Just not for me, mind you.
Yeah, got it.
And to the other side we go. Could you people please do something? Suicide was not what I meant.
Never withers on the vine.
Maybe I should have done this from the start. You know, go for the big hits basically. Okay, now he joins the fray. Well, that's great. Ah, this combat is one hell of a mess though, isn't it?
I'm here.
Could you stop standing in the fucking fire, you idiot? Oh well, please. Think about what you're doing here. And think a bit again. Okay, that should keep them at least a little bit busy up there. Should give an opportunity to clean house, basically. Okay, that so far works rather well. Have anything else I can use?
Let's go.
Terrified.
Behind you.
That weapon is rather efficient though. Though it seems to be shooting wherever it wants, basically. Not necessarily where I want it to go.
We're dropping like flies.
Can we still use resurrection? We can.
Breathe and leak now.
He's terrified. If he can get terrified, that's rather amazing.
What can I do? Not on.
This is indeed not good. I know that spell.
Hey, watch it with that.
After him.
Oh boy. Do it. I believe in you. Do it. Double kill. A small little double kill, mind you. In the mind's eye, you may go to the memory of the Archmage Remora bookshelves. Guttering Vision pulls the down tomes and scans them quickly before returning them to their places.
Kara, where is it? I've searched every other chamber in this godforsaken isle. The sacrifice must be here.
Aha.
I will find it. I will satisfy their god's damn device. it will grant me access to the body. And then, it's merely a matter of adapting the summoning. The foreign god will fall, crushed by Wild's hand, by mine, and the pieces plunged into the depths. Who's there? Show yourself!
Hello again, Maura.
The figure's feet as the vision shimmers, breaks apart, and returns from your side. Some horrible nonsense went down here. That's putting it mildly. Jesus Christ, that was one hell of a hectic and absolutely fucked combat. The masked wizard lies dead at your feet. Mingled scents of sweat, incense, old paper, and mildew hang on the air. The ropes shift gently, so something's moving beneath them. Is he faking death? Well, he's not moving. Search his mind. His large green eyes close momentarily. Naked. The mind be emptied in the Dravidian farmers. There smirks, then blinks, then finally frowns. Hey now, having requires at least as much know as parity. Remove his mask. Bend down and free the mask from the wizard's face. It's heavy, crafted from rune-etched gold. Beneath the mask, a rising mass of worms fills the hood. Scrum against one another, half alive. See no flesh, bone, or even soul. Only worms. Because only deflates, swarms wriggle from within its leaf and beneath its stems. Ew. Ew.
The body was a decoy. This does not bode well.
Ew.
Don't suppose anyone cares to go fishing?
Very much ew. Blech. Fucking worms. Also, it's that they're sort of still around.
Why not?
The dome appears to be a record of secrets that followers of Whale have whispered to the god in strictest confidence. So much about that, eh? A shaft of light breaks through the splintered roof of the oratory of Whale to illuminate an empty pedestal. Though it's sometimes hard to tell in the Hall of the Unseen, it's nighttime. You tint of silver from the glow of distant stars. Place the corners glimmer in the light. Rest the book on the pedestal, waving its cover and binding its in cool starlight. A grim of witches with anxious, pent-up energy. Book snaps open, its pages suddenly laid bare to the starry sky. Blank parchment filled with text as if by an unseen hand. And runes once faded, fled to brilliance. The rumor pulses with energy before going still. Its pages ruffled by an ethereal breeze. Well, that's great. Sacrifice the eyeless face demands. No card required. Okay. Let's actually rest here. Nice and easy. Go back to the scriptorium. I mean, we finished that area. Fucking hell, that was annoying as all of that. Let's never speak of this again, shall we?
Just me, or are those eyes following us?
Sure.
And the plaque on display reads Elder's Inheritance.
Greetings, visitor. This is the Scriptorium.
Oh, yeah.
If you seek the Temple of Revelation, you will find it to the north.
Do you mind asking a few questions?
Ask what you seek.
This stuff on the walls, I assume that's connected to the body of Whale?
The Titan rests beneath the facility. Its ties to the halls obscured have grown extensive over time.
Is it dangerous?
Of course, as are you, as am I. How else might I help you?
You seem like the person to ask about the Halls Obscured.
I will provide what answers I can.
How long has Mara been coming here?
Decades. I would have to consult the records to provide a more precise answer. Her interest lay in the arcane applications of the Titan. The Oracle has determined that her studies benefit well.
That is hardly comforting.
This is the center of the and occult.
A womb, perhaps, but not the fetus. The Hand Occult no more possesses a center than Well does.
What's the purpose of the collection?
The collections store those individuals and creatures determined to be detrimental to Aora and the work of the gods. Rather than allow the redacted materials to go to waste, we revise and anthologize, occasionally releasing amended texts.
I see.
You be talking about people, you sod nihilist fuck. Not goddamn books of history.
What can you tell me about Yakas?
The archives contain the sum whole of the historical record of Aora, both the original drafts and the edits.
I see.
Further, they contain a number of unusual and interesting artifacts. I believe that we are in possession of one of the warrior Riona's boots.
Yeah, what do you do here?
We record what occurs within the halls, whereas the wings contain those things redacted from the world above. The scriptorium keeps the history of the halls themselves.
Interesting.
How else might I help you?
Are you in charge of this
Of the
place?
scriptorium, in a manner of speaking. Of the halls obscured? No, that would be the Oracle.
Who is the Oracle?
The Oracle of Well. They manage the halls in the name of he who sees and is not seen.
Ooh, can I speak to it?
If the Oracle wishes to commune with you, they will do so.
Do you know what Mara was trying to accomplish?
I'm afraid that I did not ask her. She was working at the Trephine. She respects our work. So the Oracle allows her limited access to the archives and scriptorium. They have established an accord.
The people here, they all seem a bit
The
preoccupied.
scriptorium was recently breached by one of the subjects from the collections. There is nothing to be concerned about, but it might impact the demeanors of those present here.
Just keeping you mentioned from the collections. I don't suppose it was a masked wizard?
Perhaps. If the wizard has procured a mask for himself, did you encounter him?
Briefly, can you tell me anything more about him?
I'm afraid not. The individual in question's record has been expunged. He no longer exists.
A wizard of his standing is not so easily removed from history. Much like a tumor, bits of him are no doubt everywhere.
Yeah. I can see that. Well, at least taking it from the desk is not stealing. Was it sealed by McKinney or magic? Yes. No moving this door. Let me see. A SWAT device before you hums quietly. Sweet, it's entirely silent. The humming sensation, you realize, happens not in your ears, the edge of your mind. Your face mechanism announces itself as the method by which this machine is to be activated. Breathe heavily on it. Breath fogs it, but nothing else occurs. Press the panels. You push against the different colored pieces. Nothing changes. Second edition view smudges. Laying on it. Does not respond to your strikes. Feel the ruins eyelessly glow in your direction. Like what you are doing with my technology. Heat from the spray seems far more intense than you'd expect from its size. Light shining upon the book resting on this pedestal seems to darken the words on the volume's pages. Writing glows slick and distinct, eventually running down the slanted pages and off of the dome entirely. To a through set along the bottom of the lectern. Catchy. It runs from between the pages as well. You an impression that the book weeps. Last of the ink dribbles from the book. The pages are left entirely blank. They are removing knowledge.
Look at this.
This leads to the Temple of Revelations again. Okay. Oh, something is happening. James City Hall.
I'm sure that bodes well.